What's up, guys? Today I'm back with another video and we're going to be talking about the types of teachers in school. Now, I do go to school. Apart from doing YouTube, I do go to school and I have encountered a lot of different types of teachers. And we're going to talk about all the different types. Now, before we get into this, leave a like and subscribe. Be on the way to 500 subs. But let's get into this. Like, people always ask me what would I do if the school ever questions or wants me to take down a video. I wouldn't do it necessarily, because first of all, unless it's a very bad video, like I say something like awful about someone, or it does affect someone in a negative way and there's an actual valid reason, then I would actually do that. But if it's something stupid but I don't think I should be taking a video down over, I wouldn't do it. I'd probably just go home and record about that story, because that is kind of funny. Like, I know the teachers know about my channel, but I guess I know they wouldn't watch it, but if they do, then that is hella sad. Like, people question like why teachers are angry all the time, but just imagine being like thrown into school since like 5-6 years old and not leaving like until you're like in your 60s or 70s. Not even that, people do it when they're like 80. Like, imagine being put in that same place for like years. And the annoying thing is, they always talk about how they should be paid as much as like doctors and surgeons, people who actually do jobs that matter, which I always find ridiculous. But obviously, having a job is probably being a teacher is probably one of the worst jobs imaginable. So let's get into this. You know those types of teachers who just set like a lot of homework, like to do probably like 2 exam questions on what like when it's due in like 2 days later. Like, they set homework for like a lot of homework for like 3 days or 2 days. Like, you're sitting in a classroom and they tell you have to write up a whole essay and it's due in tomorrow. If you don't do it, you get a detention. Like, you know how frustrating, because you could have plans, but you'd have to throw all those plans out the window to write an irrelevant essay. Like, it's absolutely frustrating. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I have had experiences where I'd have to do a lot of homework and I had to rush it because it's due in like the next day or in like 2 days, and it takes like ages to do. So it's not normally the greatest piece of work. But when that happens, it is so frustrating. And some people even don't do it and they just get detentions. And it's just a long day. Because why do you have to care that much? It's just sad. You know, another type of teachers I absolutely hate are the ones that actually get your name wrong. Because I swear to God, I'm sitting in a classroom, this is in a science class, and a teacher has the audacity, because there's a register with my name there, they got a paper register, an online register, where it says my name in full. And my name's pretty easy to say. You think no one would, it's not possible to fumble the name Alex, right? Some teacher had the audacity to call me Alice. Not Alex, not Alexander, Alice. You could be like, well, that's not that bad. Well, first of all, it's a female name, and I'm not a female. And second of all, it's very confusing how someone could get my name wrong. Like, and the thing is, I told him it's Alex, and he keeps repeating. I don't know if he did it to piss me off or trying to be funny, but getting my name wrong is probably one of the most annoying things. And I don't think I'd ever experience that in school. I don't think people would struggle to say my name because it's a 4-letter name. Like, I'd understand if my name was like really long, or like a very like foreign name, something that would be difficult to say. But it's Alex. It's like a very common English name. It was meant to be easy to say, but honestly, I don't understand teachers sometimes. They are the most annoying. They are very annoying when that happens in that scenario. Another type of teachers I hate are the ones that just, like, when they're having a bad day, they let you know that they're having a bad day. Like, you walk into a classroom and they like basically show the fact they are pissed off at something. Might not even be due to the class. It might be something else, like home problems. But they don't hide the fact they are pissed off. Like, you could mess up and get one question wrong, and they could be like, "You're such an idiot. How did you not get that right?" When you're like, "Oh, it's just," or like when you forget to bring in your pen, like they'd probably make it the biggest deal out of anything. And those type of teachers are complete dickheads. Just because something's not going right for you, don't mean you have to inflict that anger onto anyone else. And those type of teachers just piss me off. Like the teachers. Another type of teachers, and this actually pisses me off, is the teachers that pick on the same student, well, pick on me for everything. Like, I could be just chilling in the class next to my mate, and then all of a sudden I just hear, "So, Alex, how do you answer this question, or this equation?" And I'm like, "Okay, that's how you answer it." And they go like, "Okay, Alex, how about this, or that?" I'm like, "Stop asking me for everything." Like, there's like 30 others that probably know the answer, but you pick on me. Like, for example, like, and some teachers do it when they know you'd get the answer wrong just to make a fool out of you. Like, for example, like if I get asked to translate something into another language, I'm always the one getting picked for it because they know that I'm probably the most likely to mess up. And I hate teachers who do that because that's kind of cruel. And I actually have experienced those type of teachers, and for that, it's just, I hate you. Like, I'm not making the whole video to address my hate on teachers, because not all teachers are bad. Like, I've actually experienced good teachers before. It's just like the majority of them are bad. Like, and I kind of question some of their qualifications, because there have been teachers who's been caught for chasing and slapping students in my school. So like, I do sometimes question the qualifications of some of the teachers, because it's absolutely surprising. I bet on like their CVs they go like, so they have a previous history of like abusing people. Oh, well, they got a good grade. They passed their English, or they passed their maths, or passed their science. Yeah, well, you know what? We'll hire them. They're not going to have a look at like anything they've done in the past or anything. They're just probably just straight up just hire them. They probably just pick a random guy from the street and be like, "You're a teacher now." Nah, I'm joking. Another type of teachers, I can't lie, one of the happiest things in school is when you walk into a classroom and you got a supply teacher. Like, on God, is one of the happiest times in school. And the ones, and all supply teachers are like, not all of them, but like most of the time when you have supply teachers, you go in, sit where you want, because most of the time you don't really need to care. But the ones, and this always annoys me, the ones that care so much about the seating plan actually pisses me off. Like, one time I had a supply teacher, and I was like, alright, cool, I'm going to sit where I want next to my mate, we're going to chill at the back of the classroom, and we're going to just do as much work as we can. Nothing wrong with that, yeah? I get asked to move because I'm not sitting in my right place, and I'm like, nothing's going to change if I move like one seat behind to where I normally sit. It's not like if I sit in the wrong place, the world's gonna blow up, or like someone's gonna get hurt. Like, I'm actually just chilling in the same place where I do work. I'll be just chilling, doing my own work, but just in a different place. Like, I hate the teachers who care about it, and then when you refuse, they'll be like, "We're gonna escalate it for refusing to follow teachers' instructions," meaning that you'd probably get a detention and all this. I'm like, I can't be asked. Like, honestly, like, leave me alone. And honestly, those type of supply teachers that care so much about the seating plan, like, honestly, you don't get paid as much as normal teachers do, and your job is basically useless, so why are you caring that much? And like, I'm only not saying this because there's been numbers of supply teachers that have been like this, and all of them, I can simply say fuck you, because it is actually pisses me off when that happens. Oh God, I can't lie. The teachers that can't control a class is normally a good or bad thing. if you're in a class with a teacher who can't control their class and everyone just messes around, it's only good and bad to an extent. The bad thing is obviously you're not learning and you could have an exam like the day later where you were meant to revise but you weren't because you were just messing around. But the good thing is obviously no work, and that is obviously, there are some benefits for that. Another thing I hate is having a teacher that you don't understand. Now, I know you're meant to understand all teachers, like, when they're teaching, because the whole point is you're supposed to learn off them. But if you don't understand what they're saying, and this is a continued problem, instead of them changing, they just carry on. Like, I've experienced this for my maths and one of my sciences, and I could not understand what my teacher was saying, and like I would have to just go along with it, like yeah I understand. And the negative part is I failed in maths because because most of the stuff I got told wasn't good because I didn't even understand it, because I can't understand what he's saying. Yeah, but I those teachers are so annoying. The teachers that are strict are obviously annoying as well, but it is, you can't lie, it is entertaining when you're in a class and they're having a go at someone else. Like, if when a student and teacher have back and forth, it is one of the, like, funniest things. It is, like, one of the most entertaining things, because, like, unless it's happening to you, like, it is very entertaining to just, like, someone gets sent out and they're just having a go at someone outside the classroom, but you just hear it because, like, the door's open. Like, that is very funny when that happens. But yeah, like, you know what as well with school that makes no sense to me? Like, the school thinks, like, because every school has this, or most schools have this. I don't know what it's called, but in ours it's assemblies, depending on where you're from. And I can't lie, most of the assemblies is just 30 minutes of them just chatting shit. And then they go like, they just talk about nonsense for 30 minutes, and then they just tell us to go off, to like fuck off basically. Like, you could have like, it is like the biggest waste of time. Like, some assemblies, they bring in guests, which is funny, because like, which is kind of cool, I guess. But like, the majority of assemblies are just us taking the piss out of teachers, and just teachers just chatting shit for 30 minutes. And they could just change for something really positive to something like negative. Like, it depends. If you have it like with one of the like big teachers like in the school, like a head teacher or something, then you normally know it's a bad thing. But if it's like you're a head a year, or just like one of the heads of like this, or one of the big teachers, then you know that it's not, that's just gonna be like 30 minutes of like boring waffle. But like, the thing is, like, they go like, just treat like everyone like this, and they have like the whole part of like anti-bullying week, they think that going out of this, we're gonna be like, you know what, that assembly was really good, I'm just gonna treat everyone way better. But you know, you really know that no one's gonna act like the way that they want us to do. And I think at this point they should kind of give up with that dream. Yeah. You know what? As well, teachers overall, their job is sad. Being a teacher is just because they couldn't get into their original job, so they just like, screw it, this is the only job I can do to afford money. Nah, but overall, like, this ain't a hate video, it's just to share my experiences with teachers, because I might do another one about the types of students, but I think this is kind of funny to do. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. We're to 500 MP.